Hi guys, welcome to another video, from Little Too Simple. What if we told you that one company made thousands of Indians wake up at 6 a.m. willingly, that it made burpees, squats, and planks not just bearable, but actually trendy, and all while turning a chaotic, unorganized, and largely ignored fitness market into a structured, tech-driven movement? This is not a fairy tale from Silicon Valley. This is the real story of Cult, a brand that didn't just open fitness studios, it organized a revolution. Rewind to the early 2010s, the Indian fitness industry was a mess. There were gyms in every locality, but none of them had any consistent standard. One gym might have vintage dumbbells and a wrestling poster from the 90s, while another might blast Punjabi music and offer questionable protein powders. Most of these gyms were local, family-run, and operating without certifications or modern practices. The idea of fitness in India was either about bodybuilding or morning walks. There was no middle ground, no clear path for the average person who just wanted to be a little healthier. To get a sense of the vacuum Cult was about to fill, consider this. According to a 2016 FICCI report, nearly 95% of India's fitness industry was unorganized. Only a few brands like Talwalkers and Gold's Gym operated nationally, and even they lacked technological integration. Meanwhile, India was experiencing a diabetes and obesity boom. The World Health Organization noted that India had the second highest number of obese children in the world. There was desire, there was desperation, but there was no direction. Into this chaotic market stepped Mukesh Bansal, founder of Myntra, and Ankit Nagori, ex-chief business officer of Flipkart. In 2016, the duo launched a tiny fitness studio in Bangalore under the brand name Cult. But this wasn't just another gym. This was a carefully curated experience. Cult focused on bodyweight training, functional movement, and high-intensity interval training. They ditched machines for movement. The studios looked like minimalist art installations with rubber flooring, wall timers, and open space instead of rows of equipment. The vibe was boutique, but the pricing wasn't. But Cult's real strength was in its process. Every class had a structure. Every trainer followed a centralized protocol. Whether you attended a class in Koramangala, Bangalore or Cyber Hub, Gurgaon, the experience was identical. This was a first in India. Fitness finally had a brand that offered predictability, reliability, and innovation all in one. And it got better. Cult also understood one important truth. Fitness is 80% psychology. They invested in creating formats that were addictive and fun. HRX, S&C, dance fitness, yoga, boxing, and more. And each of these was positioned with strong brand storytelling. When you joined a boxing class, you weren't just punching air, you were unlocking a tougher version of yourself. Mukesh and Ankit didn't just want to build a gym. They wanted to build a complete health ecosystem. Thus came Cure.fit, a parent brand that housed multiple verticals. Cult.fit for fitness, Eat.fit for healthy meals, Mind.fit for mental wellness, and Care.fit for medical consultations. Each vertical fed into the next. After your morning strength class, you could order a protein bowl from Eat.fit. If you were stressed, you could meditate with Mind.fit. If you had a cold, you could consult a doctor via Care.fit. This wasn't just smart, it was sticky. By offering a comprehensive health experience, Cure.fit was collecting a goldmine of user data, everything from calorie intake to sleep cycles, from mood levels to gym attendance. This enabled a degree of personalization that few Indian health brands had achieved. The Cult experience didn't end when your class did. It stayed in your pocket. The app gamified your life. Missed your Monday workout? You'd get a notification. Completed a streak of 7 days? You got rewards. The psychology of consistency was engineered into the user experience. Cult figured out how to drive dopamine not just from squats, but from push notifications. Cult knew they were not just selling workouts, they were selling a lifestyle. Their branding was urban, modern, and aspirational. They partnered with Hrithik Roshan, not just as a brand ambassador, but as a co-creator. Together, they launched the HRX workout format, a mix of strength, cardio, and mobility. It was marketed as the way Hrithik trained for his films. It gave Cult the Bollywood glamour and star power it needed to stand apart. But more than celebrities, Cult's real achievement was making everyday people feel like celebrities. Their centers had wall-sized mirrors, neon lights, playlists that rivaled clubs, and trainers who doubled as cheerleaders. And their pricing wasn't crazy. Monthly passes started at just 1,000 rupees. For many urban Indians, this was cheaper than a dinner date. They launched the Cult Pass, a flexible subscription model that allowed users to access any Cult center in any city. They gamified attendance, rewarded consistency, and built a community. By 2019, Cult had become a badge of honor among urban millennials. To say I go to Cult was to say I care about myself. It wasn't just a fitness routine, it was an identity. People started posting their post-workout selfies, tagging their favorite trainers, and using hashtags like hashtag #CultLife and hashtag Don't Miss Your Monday. Cult had officially made fitness cool. Then came 2020. COVID shut down everything, including fitness centers. Cult's physical empire was suddenly paralyzed, but instead of waiting it out, they pivoted. In just a few weeks, they launched Cult Live, interactive fitness sessions streamed via the app. They roped in their top trainers to conduct live classes from their homes. And for the first few months, it was free. Over 3 million users joined. For many Indians, it was their first ever fitness experience. Cult turned a crisis into an opportunity. They realized that the future wasn't just in physical centers, it was in hybrid models. Cult Live became a permanent product line. They launched fitness challenges, leaderboards, and personalized plans. You could do a strength class from your balcony or a yoga session in your living room. This democratized fitness. You didn't need a cult center anymore. You just needed a smartphone. And that was revolutionary. They also rolled out Cult Pro and Cult Transform, 2 new models focused on tailored workouts and one-on-one fitness coaching. From a 1,000 rupees group workout to a 30,000 rupees personalized transformation package, Cult was beginning to offer something for every price point and fitness need. Post-pandemic, Cult doubled down on scale. They acquired existing gyms and rebranded them. They expanded to Tier 2 cities like Jaipur, Indore, and Vizag. They introduced Cult Transform, a premium one-on-one training product. They began selling smart fitness devices. They partnered with apartment societies and corporates to offer fitness at the doorstep. As of 2024, Cult operates over 600 fitness centers in 45+ cities. Their app has over 8 million downloads. Their YouTube content has crossed 150 million views. Their wearable products are now part of the cult.fit ecosystem, syncing fitness data in real time. Financially, Cult reported revenue of 350 crore in FY24, with a clear path to EBITDA level profitability projected by FY25. Their business model now includes memberships, premium training packages, personal coaching, corporate tie-ups, wellness products, and online class subscriptions. They've also announced a soft launch in UAE and Southeast Asia. The numbers are impressive, but the impact is deeper. Cult is full of real people, real stories. Like Meera, a 37-year-old marketing executive in Mumbai who lost 18 kilograms with Cult Live while managing a newborn. Or Rakesh, a 50-year-old diabetic who regained mobility with Cult's low-impact yoga series. Or Kavya, a college student who used Cult's online workouts during lockdown to fight anxiety. There are also trainers like Shubham, who started as a part-time coach and now leads a team of 40 instructors. Or Priya, who runs women-only boot camps in Tier 2 cities, helping women gain confidence and physical independence. Cult is not just building muscle, it's building self-worth. They've even begun partnering with schools and universities. Their Cult at Campus initiative promotes functional fitness routines among teenagers and college-goers, with a focus on posture correction, endurance, and mental health. For a country struggling with rising levels of childhood obesity and screen addiction, this could be a game changer. But Cult's journey hasn't been without hiccups. Their Eat.fit and Care.fit verticals have been scaled down significantly due to operational issues. Questions have been raised about customer service, trainer retention, and tech bugs. Some critics argue that Cult is becoming too commercial, losing the personal touch it once had. Still, Cult continues to iterate. In recent months, they've introduced AI-driven coaching recommendations, wearable integration with Apple and Fitbit, and VR-based fitness games for Gen Z users. They've launched Cult Unwind, sessions focused purely on recovery, stretching, and mental relaxation. And most recently, they've started testing fitness franchising for smaller towns, where local entrepreneurs can bring the Cult experience to their communities with centralized support. To ensure long-term growth, Cult has taken a page out of the startup playbook, investing and partnering with complementary services. In 2023, Cult acquired Tread, a connected fitness startup focused on smart treadmills and at-home cardio. This move signaled their intention to dominate the hardware space too. They've also invested in Quick Ride for corporate mobility tie-ins, and partnered with several housing societies to integrate Cult classes in their clubhouses. They're not just adding customers, they're embedding themselves in their lifestyles. One of Cult's strongest moats is its community. They've nurtured it carefully. They organize fitness festivals, community runs, and special boot camps across cities. Every quarter, they host a Cult Challenge Week, where participants across India compete in fitness goals with leaderboard visibility and prizes. This gamifies fitness and fosters a sense of belonging. Their trainers often double as influencers, with hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. This peer-driven model makes people more likely to stick with their workouts. It's not about logging in for 45 minutes, it's about showing up for your tribe. Cult also deserves credit for mainstreaming the conversation around mental health. Their Mind.fit vertical, though now smaller, was one of the first to offer yoga, guided meditation, and therapy content in regional languages. The company ran large-scale campaigns encouraging users to treat mental fitness on par with physical fitness. They also introduced features that prompt users to log their mood and stress levels, and respond with content recommendations. In a country where mental health is often stigmatized, Cult made mindfulness a mass product. With great data comes great responsibility. Cult has access to immense behavioral and health data from its users. They've been transparent in their commitment to anonymization and ethical use. However, they've also leaned heavily into AI. Their AI coach now provides real-time form correction, rep counting, and personalized workout plans based on your history and goals. This product is still evolving but could represent the future of personalized digital fitness. What's next for Cult? Global expansion, deeper integration with healthcare providers, insurance-linked fitness programs, smart home gyms, even B2B wellness platforms for corporates. Cult has become a case study in execution. They didn't just come up with a great idea, they executed it with discipline. They listened to users, they iterated fast, and they kept evolving. The Cult story isn't just about fitness, it's about cultural change. It took something uncool and made it aspirational. It took something inconsistent and made it standardized. It took something elitist and made it affordable. From a single studio in Bangalore to 600+ centers, a powerful app, millions of users, and a deeply engaged community, Cult has done what few Indian startups have. It didn't just build a business, it built belief. And that's why 10 years from now, you won't just find Cult in Tier 2 towns, you'll find it in MBA case studies, global health tech forums, and maybe, in your own morning routine. So if you're still on the fence about starting your fitness journey, remember, Cult didn't wait for the world to change. It changed the world, one burpee at a time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if this video inspired you. Drop a comment below. What part of the Cult journey surprised you the most? Until next time, stay curious, stay fit.